nights just like this is perfect for my next brother. Another special guest, founder of Lyrical Lemonade, my brother Cole Bennett! Got some nice shoes, Cole.
What's up, guys? So I was told a couple days ago that they wanted me to come and give a speech, and I'm not too good at speeches, so if I get emotional or stumble my words, I do apologize. But I wrote a little something. And for those who don't know who I am, my name is Cole Bennett. I own a company called Lyrical Lemonade. And I had the pleasure of being able to work with Juice WRLD very closely and do a lot of his music videos along with many other things with him. So thank you guys for allowing this to happen. So I'm gonna start off by saying a lot has happened since Juice has passed. A lot of crazy things in this crazy world, at the top of the list being the pandemic. And I always think, what would Juice think of the pandemic? How would he handle this? And probably like everyone else, he wouldn't like it too much. But I think about one thing he would love about it, and that's quarantine. He would do nothing more than, love nothing more than to be able to be locked in a room just to make music without interruption. It was truly his favorite thing to do. And that was one of my favorite things about him, was his passion. You know, I love passionate people. I love people that love what they do. And one thing about Juice is he fucking loved what he did. And so, yeah, if he was still here today, through quarantine, through a pandemic, could you imagine the music we'd have right now? Goodness. The one thing about Juice is that fame caught him by surprise. Much like everyone else that steps into the spotlight. But for Juice, it was a bit different. He's probably the only person that went from being almost completely unknown to one of the world's biggest acts in just 8 months. The craziest part about it, though, was that he was just ready for it. It was insane. I remember me and Juice went to Europe for his first tour ever, and it was show, studio all night till like 6 a.m. Then we'd go to the hotel and sleep for a couple hours, and then he had radio interviews all day, meet and greets, all these things. And he'd operate on 2 hours of sleep every single day. And I'd sleep through during the day until the show. Like, you know, I couldn't hang with him. I couldn't keep up. But he was doing it. I remember pulling him aside one day and I was like, yo, you know you don't have to do all these radio interviews. Like, you could take a day off if you're burnt out or you're feeling a little tired. And he told me, he said, this is my job. I'm blessed to be able to make music. The fact that this can be how I make a living is all I can ask for. So he just did it because he thought it was part of the game. He really loved what he did, and he wanted to do it. And all the interviews, he was just hoping that they might ask him to do a freestyle, so it worked out well. To go off of that last thought, I'd say the biggest thing is he never underappreciated his blessings. And the word blessing takes me into this next small segment. You know, for the longest time, the narrative was always, you know, Cole and Lyrical Lemonade were such a blessing to Juice's career. And as time went on, I realized that he was really the blessing to me. And I just want to close this out by mentioning the fact that not only do I feel him guiding me every day, but I've never felt him in a room more than I feel right now. And the craziest part about this all is that we're at the United Center, and if Juice knew that there was an event that was packed out for him at the United Center, he'd probably break down into tears. So
That's real shit.
the last thing I'm gonna say is that he loves each and every one of you. He would stop all his shows to look at everyone and say, you can chase your dreams, you can make it happen, you just gotta want it. Don't listen to what anyone says. And if he was on this stage, he'd be doing the same thing right now. So I'll take it for him. If you're in this crowd right now and you want something, you have a dream, you can make it happen. No one can tell you you can't. And that's the same mindset that Juice applied to every single thing he did. Legends never die. Thank you guys.
Make some noise for Cole Bennett!